Danger is the sexiest currency.
Sorry, wrong video. There we go. Let's listen to this pussy magnet instead.
What's up, fellas? So, continuing with this emotions thing, honestly, the more I was thinking about it after making that last video, I really do think that most guys are completely cooked when it comes to understanding female emotions. Literally, that's, I would say, the difference between men and women. Men are logic, women are emotions. So you can see when both come together, there are two different levels that are side by side. One is not up, one is not down. We're literally side by side with each other. When those two come together correctly, it's an explosive combination that cannot be stopped. Of course, the emotion supporting the logic, because the logic is going to guide us to make the best decisions as far as that make the most sense. But then the emotion is what's going to give our decisions that richness, that passion, that depth of life that we want. And we're going to get that with a good woman. And a good woman's also going to always be reminding us of emotional stuff that we might not be paying attention to. It also makes us more empathetic. We connect with more humans. It just gives us more depth and richness, 100%. So a lot of guys block that out. Honestly, I do think that society is very misogynistic in the sense when people say that, because I know that word has been absolutely abused and ruined by retards. But absolutely, society is always trying to paint women as stupid or dumb for being too emotional, so on and so forth. So I wanted to make another video touching on emotions while I've got this momentum from the last video. This video right here is the infamous, or maybe famous in your eyes, Hot Crazy Matrix video, where this guy's going to talk about, I haven't seen it in a long time. I'm doing a live reaction to it right now. I just pulled it up. I was just thinking about this. This guy is going to let us know that I think something like the hotter a girl is, the crazier that she can be. Let's look at Homeboy and his presentation. Clearly, he's here representing male logic, looking as much of a nerd as he possibly can because he's the logical one that's using facts to break down crazy women. I like to think of the crazy side of the scale as the emotion, because to a overly logical, uptight, boring dude, the way this guy's presented himself in the video, all that emotion just feels insane because it's completely disorienting and shocking to him, where it's too much for him to handle. Basically, he's a weak little bitch that can't handle emotions. So he's going to be like, she's crazy. It's a huge fucking cope, just like the last guy. So let's watch this Matrix. I'll be breaking it down just like I did the last video. All right, let's go.
Okay, so this is the Universal Hot Crazy Matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works.
It's everything a fucking slow, out of touch young man would agree with. Not that he needs to know. What you need to know is the opposite of what I think he's about to say, if I remember this video correctly. And it's like, being crazy is not her being crazy. Now, there is such a thing as her being immature, a fucking idiot herself on her side. But if you understand what a healthy emotional woman looks like and how she adds to your life, then they're all going to be emotional, number one. If you meet some bitch that's not emotional whatsoever, like a fucking dud, then that's going to poison you in another way, where you're going to end up living some boring, fucking, lame-ass life. She's probably going to be a homebody. She's probably going to not like going out. She's probably going to be super lame. She's probably going to be super fucking needy because she has no emotional depth whatsoever. She's probably going to be insecure because, honestly, she is emotional, but she's just scared to show it, and she doesn't want to scare you away because in her experience, guys are fucking stupid, and she probably has no appreciation for you. She probably hates you on some level because she thinks that you don't understand her emotionally, so she has to fucking shell it up and act out a certain way for you to like her. She's probably not very attractive because, as you're going to see on this Matrix, the hotter she is, the crazier, end quote, she's going to be. No, it's just the more emotion she's going to feel comfortable to show because she's got a range of options of different guys. And some of those guys are in touch with her emotionally. And those guys she's attracted to, and she can show all the emotion she wants, and they can handle her how she needs to be handled. And then they fuck super well. So this isn't what every young man needs to know to be successful with women. This is what every young man, from this guy's perspective, needs to know to how to not be a fucking retard and learn to appreciate women. But let's keep listening. Let's see what he says.
Works. You have your crazy axis.
Again, think of that as the emotion axis. To a lame fuck, like the way this guy's presenting himself, because she's showing any kind of emotions whatsoever, and he's not being able to be fucking at peace and he can't handle any kind of variability other than just being chill all the time. She's crazy. Anyway, let's keep going.
And your hot axis. Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that.
By the way, fuck the 0 to 10 scale. I mean, I use it too. I get that that's just a common one, but really it's more like a 1 to 5 scale, because who the fuck rates anybody below a 5? A 5 is just a fucking female that's just generic woman. Anything under a 5, she's just so fucking ugly that I can't even consider her on the fucking scale. So I really think it's like a 1 is the bare minimum, and then a 5 is the top of the mountain. But just a little side rant there. The 0 to 10 scale makes no fucking sense.
Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy.
Here we go with the subtle jabs already at the females for being emotional. Again, this is what misogyny looks like. And I get it that it's supposed to be he's just doing a joke and he's trying to be cute and fun. And like the guys be like, oh yeah, they all are crazy. It's like, this is coming from fucking butthurt cope bullshit. This is misogyny. And again, I don't give a fuck that misogyny exists. I'm just calling it out for what it is. This is what pussy ass motherfuckers do. Again, I'm not saying that of this guy. I get it. It's a joke. Maybe he doesn't really feel like this. But to anybody that does it, that's going like, yeah, he's making such a solid point. These fucking girls are fucking crazy. That you're a fucking coping little fucking pussy. By the way, I want to add too that I was like this before too. And as I got to know girls more and I started to calibrate to them more and seeing like, oh, wait, it's actually better when they're emotional. Oh, wait, they're actually just upset because I'm not taking their emotions on. And I'm thinking like, this fucking guy is representing himself right now where it's like, oh, you're too emotional. You need to calm down, girl. Take a breath and shit like that. That's when I fucking was like, I need peace and shit like that. Now that I'm tuned into it, I want the fucking most emotional, fucking craziest bitch I can get. There's a similar scale for fucking men where I would say simp on the bottom, 0 to 10, and then fucking man on the fucking left. And it's like the higher the fucking simp scale goes, the lower the fucking man shit goes. And on the man scale, that includes being able to handle bitches' emotions. And the more you can handle their fucking emotions, your fucking man fucking scale is going to go up on the left side and your simp shit is going to go down on the fucking bottom axis. So the better you get it, the more fucking crazy you're going to want these bitches to be because they're going to be fucking hotter and it's going to add to your life. And again, crazy means emotional, and I mean a balanced emotion. And even the imbalanced crazy bitches, when I deal with those hoes, it's the same fucking thing. They'll feel that they can't affect me. And they'll feel how out of balance they are, and they'll start to adjust. I mean, I obviously have to cut them off eventually, but they fuck the shit out of me too. So get with the program, dudes. This is fucking misogyny, fucking poison. Do not fucking take any kind of shit like this seriously. You're fucking yourself up.
So you got 4 to 10. This is your hot crazy line right here. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is.
Dudes, how is it not just like absolutely fucking mind-numbing boring? I don't know how this shit got so popular and went so fucking viral when it did, but it's just like, this just goes to show that this is what life would be like if there were no women around. It would just be charts and lines and scales, and we would just be like, yes, that makes the most sense. We should do that. And there would be never be anything. Imagine what fucking art would be like if we had no feminine energy, if we had no women to inspire, if we had no beauty to fucking want to conquer as men. It would be shit like fucking this. How the fuck does this appeal to fucking anybody other than somebody that just wants to be fucking safe all the time? The way this fucking dude even looks, again, I know it's a joke. Maybe he's not really like this at all. I know nothing about the guy. But how the fuck does that look appealing in any fucking way? I'm literally fucking fighting my fucking eyelids right now to stay fucking awake. This shit is not gonna get you fucking laid. Maybe it's funny, but some dudes take this shit so seriously because they're so fucking angry that they're so out of the fucking party with the chicks. It's like, pick up on this shit. This shit is faggot as fuck.
As a rule, this is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5.
Okay, as I was saying earlier, he's making the point I was saying. Anything under a 5 isn't even really on the scale. That's why the scale should be 1 to 5. Also, as he's pointing out here, the girls that are not even hot enough to be considered a girl, really, and are also fucking a humongous emotional mess in a sense, I guess. Because I would argue that on the right side of this scale, the crazy is actually good because they're super hot and they're super in their feminine. They're probably always fucking looking bad as fuck. And they're just emoting all the time from a place of fucking hotness. On the left side, however, their emotions are tied to trauma and guys not liking them and dislike of men. They're going to be equally as emotional on either side of the scale, but it's coming from a different place where they're loved versus where they're not loved. So this just goes to show us that if you love your girl right, listen guys, I'm a huge romantic dude. I think fucking is probably number 3 on my scale of what's most important. Number 1 is fun. Is the bitch fun or not? Can I have fun with her or fucking not? Once I know that she's fun and I start texting with her and everything, I'll start being nice to her. I'll be sweet, whatever, send her smooth lines and shit. And I'll see how she can handle me being nice to her. I guess you would call it affectionate. And then, or romantic or whatever. And then if she can handle that fairly well, then I want to fuck the bitch. So it goes 1, 2, 3 for me. And for this scale here, if the chick is hot and she's super emotional and in touch with that and I can handle it very well, it's going to make me want to fuck her. And she's always receiving this kind of energy from guys where she wants to be affectionate and she's balanced is what I'm trying to say. Also, one other thing I've noticed is that hot chicks, dudes are constantly trying to fuck them when they're out. So if they aren't being affectionate and they aren't being fun, like if there's a bit of a wall there, it's because you're trying to fuck her too fast, like all these other fucking retards. Like imagine going out and every time you went out, dudes were just trying to fucking fuck you. Like it's like if you went to like a fucking bar, you didn't know it was a gay bar, and all the dudes are coming up trying to fucking grab your fucking dick. You'd be like, get the fuck away from me, you fucking, you know what I mean? And it's like the same thing for the chick. It's like she's just trying out to have fun. She's trying to have a nice guy, meet a nice guy, a cool guy. And she can't, because every guy she meets that he's even a little bit cool, he's immediately going to be like, hey, let's go back to my house. Like it's super, I get super annoyed by it. The girls handle it very well, honestly, because they're just so acclimated to it, the hot ones. So it's tough for them to really hit those 3 levels just right. You really got to balance all these fucking factors. And the more that you understand women, the better you're going to be at balancing these fucking variables. And again, on the left side, the chicks are just angry. They can't handle you being fun and affectionate because they don't really think you like them. And I don't know, bros. My point just being, stay the fuck out of the left side, just period. Because ugly bitches have fucking androgyny or what the fuck, misandry. They have misandry where they hate fucking men because they're fucking ugly. And beyond that, I think any chick could be at least a 5 if she takes care of herself. So it also means other fucked up shit about just her habits, what she believes about herself, her fucking drive, just balance within herself as a woman. Because all girls want to be hot too. So if she can't even live up to her own standards, she's an absolute fucking mess. Stay the fuck away from the left side of the scale.
So this is your no-go zone. You don't go here. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. That's the way it is. All right?
By the way, any guys that are dipping on the left side, you guys are fucking pathetic. I've never fucked a girl that I didn't think was hot as fuck and I didn't fucking like her on some fucking level. If you're on the left side, I think you need to go celibate and stop fucking these warthogs. It means a lot about you. And the only reason that these chicks that are on the left side even exist is because we keep fucking reproducing with them. I'm not pushing for eugenics. Like, I guess two ugly people can get together, but it's going to be an absolute fucking disaster. You don't want to be on an ugly dude fucking ugly chicks. And if you're fucking ugly chicks, it's like eating junk food or something. It's going to fuck your energy up. Stay the fuck away from that side. Do not fuck with these hoes that are fucking on that side at all. Especially if they're a little bit further. Maybe they are super hot, but they're also just an emotional fucking mess. Like, they're not balanced at all. Don't fuck them either just because they're hot. I think as men, we really need to take a stand and stop fucking these shitty fucking completely imbalanced fucking bitches that are they self-hate. They're completely out of touch with their emotions. They don't know how to fucking respect a man that knows how to handle them correctly. They're just completely fucking retarded. Stop fucking these hoes.
Above a 5 and to about an 8, and below the crazy line, this is your fun zone. You can hang out here.
This is the fucking boring zone. This is the girl is on her good behavior because she doesn't want to cause drama for you, but secretly she's fantasizing about meeting a guy that she could be completely passionate with. This is the safe zone for fucking faggots that don't want to fucking actually experience a woman's fullness. And this is the male fucking pussy fantasy of, I can have a hot chick, she's like my fucking friend, and she just does what I want and is always peace all the time. This is delusional. If you're aiming for this area at all, you're a fucking weak fucking pussy. You want to be above the fucking line. You want to be all the way to the right and all the way to the fucking top, dude. It's a very big reflection of your lack of fucking strength if you're wanting to be in the zone whatsoever. I would say this is the friend zone, I would call this. This is girls that I keep in the friend zone because they're kind of boring. They're fun, they're cute, they're hot, but they're not really that passionate. They're probably like to fucking read a lot, and they live in the zone of security, and they keep themselves safe all the time, and they never push limits, and they're most likely going to always be telling you shit like, are you sure that's going to be safe? You got to be safe, and fucking let's only go out with people that we already know. They're not adventurous whatsoever. This is the fucking out on a boat in the ocean in calm waters with nothing fucking cool going on. This isn't the fucking let's push out into the fucking crazy fucking depth of the ocean and see what crazy ass shit we can come across. This is boring as fuck zone.
And meet these girls and spend time with them. That's your fun zone. But keep in mind, when you're in the fun zone, you want to move out of the fun zone to a more permanent location.
Yeah, I guess I kind of agree with him, but no, this means these are just your friends that are pretty hot. You keep them around, but if you really want to max out the hotness and the richness of your relationships, you need to stop treating girls like friends if you want to fuck them. Because a lot of guys do this shit where they try to be fun and cool and they try to be their friend, and it's all based on just being friendly with each other. But it's not going to really max. You're not pushing it, essentially. This is just a zone you keep like your fucking cousins in and shit, okay? It's like push. If you're going to push shit, you don't even want to be in the fun zone fucking period with any girl that you attract or that you're attracted to. If you want to attract a girl, you got to come in fucking strong. I mean, I know I was saying earlier, I make sure that they're fun and that they can handle affection correctly. Yes, that's true, but I come in fucking high octane. When I'm really pushing on a girl, I'm coming at her fucking strong, trying to get her to react. And once I get her reacting, I start handling her fucking emotions, keep being unaffected by them, and I keep pushing it and keep pushing it and keep challenging her. I'm not trying to put her in the fun zone because I'm not trying to be fucking safe. So I do agree with this guy. Like, you do want to get out of here. But I think he's coming from a more of a pussy fucking perspective where he's going to be like, you still want to be under the crazy line, but you want them to be super hot. I think that's a unicorn. I don't think you're ever going to meet a chick that's a fucking 9 or a 10. You're 10. That is not going to be fucking super emotional and need to be challenged for you to get the most you can out of her. It's not even to keep her around, because, I mean, that's one way to look at it, where it's like, if I'm not keeping her stimulated, she's not going to stay around. She's going to go to the next most stimulating thing. Well, yeah, but also you're not going to get the full experience with her. And a girl that's that hot can really put you in situations where you're around high value men and high status people. And that's a lot of emotion. It's going to be handling other people's emotions too. Like, it's really being able just to push shit in life and get the most out of just people in general and understand people emotionally. So yes, I agree with him. Get out of this fucking zone. Don't be the fun guy all the time. But I don't think he's coming from the same place I am. I think he's coming from a place of fucking pussified safetiness.
Okay, so that's the fun zone. Above a 5, hot. Below an 8, hot. And below the crazy line. This means these are, most of the time, not crazy. Okay?
Again, by crazy, he means girls that don't express their emotions a lot. So, calm, boring chicks. Every time he says crazy, take that into account. He's talking about just girls that are emotional. And like I said at the beginning of the video, men are logic, women are emotions. Women's emotions complement our logic. They give us a richer experience. So anything under the crazy line isn't going to really enrich your life, other than it's going to be boring and she's going to be fun to fuck, I guess. Vanilla ass fucking sex. But you want the girl to be crazy.
Above the danger zone, above the crazy line, we have the danger.
Danger because you don't know how to handle it and you're going to fuck it up and you're going to be reminded how much of a fucking pussy you are and how much you don't understand women and how frustrated you are. And because you don't want to feel these icky feelings, you want to stay out of the zone. That's why it's called the danger zone. And also, to be fair, bitches do get fucking crazy when you're not hearing them and they might start destroying your shit or like being fucking wild. But that's because it's because you're not enough. It's because you fucking suck. So I would call it the inadequacy zone for the guy, not the danger zone for the women. You're just inadequate. Be real with yourself.
Zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany. This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot. Your tires get slashed, and you wind up.
This is definitely a zone that you shouldn't be afraid of because, yeah, in the beginning, he's correct. They're going to do crazy shit like that. But then afterward, you can be like, oh, I fucking was being a bitch. So they were letting me have it. These girls are doing you a favor by fucking going full nuclear on you because it lets you know how fucking much you fucking suck and how much you need to be fucking paying attention to what the fuck they're doing. I bet all those chicks he just named, which they all sounded awesome to me, would fuck the shit out of you if you're hitting their emotional buttons right and you're receiving them correctly like they want to be received. Which, by the way, it's not hard. Each girl has her own little fucking code of of what she needs you, she needs you to receive her. But once you basically know how to receive their emotions, ultimately it just comes down to you can engage what they're saying. You can even challenge it a little bit, poke at it a little bit. But you are, for the most part, unaffected. And by unaffected, I mean you don't start breaking down emotionally. You don't come down to her level where you're like, oh, I'm emotional too. I'm fucking out of control too. She can be out of control. I can just be like, yeah, I can just be kind of observing what she's doing and taking it in. And I can make points that speak to her on that level. But I'm also not sinking down to that level. So she's going to want to elevate herself to my level where everything is strong, under control, and calm. Yes, I know I might be sounding like I'm contradicting myself where I'm saying a guy just wants peace and he doesn't need all this emotion from the woman. No, I just am peace, and the woman's emotion adds to my my structure and my strength, and by me being able to handle her emotions when she's bad, then when she's good, she's going to be just as emotional, and she's going to add to my peace or my structure, whatever, with fire and intensity on the good side. So don't be afraid of those kind of girls. If girls are reacting like that to you, they're not the problem. You are.
In jail. Now that we have some of the chart filled in, we got a couple more pieces to put in. But at this point, understand something. This is not a static environment. This is a situation where you have got to use this matrix over time to develop some reliable data.
Okay, so another thing I'm noticing is this is about, oh, what's wrong with the girl? Is she this? Is she that? I agree with him that it's a good matrix, whatever, to use to pick up reliable data. But I would say about yourself, if you can't go into the danger zone, you're a fucking pussy. If you can't fucking push the limits, I would say it's like, how much adventure do you want in your life? How far can you push the limits? How competitive can you be? Because ultimately, I think the highest level of thinking one can achieve is the competitive winner fucking mindset. Like, you want that smoke, and you can, because you can handle that smoke. And when you're a pussy, you don't want that smoke. You don't want to be put in situations where you could look dumb, or where you could fail, or you could fuck it up. You want stuff to be chill and easy, and you can handle it without having to think much or stress out at all. It's like, no, if you're using this scale and you find yourself going into the danger zone, as he calls it, and you pull back because you're fucking scared, or shit starts falling apart for you, that says a lot about you, not about the chicks. The chicks are just going to be chicks, okay? They're going to come to you for strength. So quit trying to be like, they need to be more like what I want. They need to be stronger, or they need to be able to handle their emotions better. Honestly, I just need them to be emotionally in tune with what they're feeling and authentic, and I will handle their emotions for them. And then once they get regulated by me, then they'll handle their life better, because they know they have their man that they can just go and fucking release on, and I can regulate them again. I fucking am going to look at anybody that looks at this scale and is like, oh no, it's getting into these areas. I need to fucking get away from this girl. You're cutting yourself off in life, not only with women, but I want to say overall in life. You probably live for security over passion. You're probably miserable in life. You probably make fucking pussy ass decisions. You've never pushed yourself. You've probably tried and got into a certain limit and failed over and over and over. And you're super unhappy and you're scared to fucking fail again. You're just a fucking pussy. So yes, use the scale, but take some accountability and use it for what's wrong with you.
It's like a dope chart, okay? Because at any moment in time, any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart.
Yeah, she should basically always be in the fucking danger zone, bros. She should always be hot as fuck and emotional as fuck. Anytime she goes into like this boring fun zone, there's probably something going on with her where I'd be like, what? Why are you getting so reserved? If she gets fucking fat and ugly, I mean, I always say be careful falling in love, because in my experience, if a girl I really was in love with got fat and ugly, it would be really hard for me to break up with her, because I'm already bonded with her. It's tough to break up with a girl once you're bonded. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I fully think that it'd be very, very likely that an ugly chick could trap me in a sense. However, you don't want to fucking be thinking like this pussy is right now, where it's like she can move to any side of the scale at any time. She should always be in the danger zone. You should always be pushing her to be in the danger zone. That's where you want her. You want her fucking vibrating on full fucking feminine mode, full fucking almost in a feminine rage in a sense. And then she always goes and she just feels so compelled by you to always be as feminine as she can to keep you around. And that's her fucking she wants to feel your strength all the time. And the stronger you are, the more she's going to push on it, because she's going to want to feel it nonstop. I want to say there was a study where female rats or some shit like that, they would be ready to fuck. They'd be in heat, but they'd keep they wouldn't let the male rat fuck because it would prolong the heat or the orgasm or something, where it's like the women just want to keep feeling whatever it is she likes about you as much as possible. I mean, what it is about you is your strength. She wants to just prolong it as much as she can. So it's the better you handle their emotions and can stay in the pocket, the more they're going to want to feel that from you. Of course, if she starts getting destructive and destroying your shit, but you know you're doing everything right, that's when she legitimately is crazy and you just got to fucking get rid of her. Like, there's no time for management. But the point being, I want to say of what I'm saying in this little rant right now is be careful with fucking falling in love, bros. That's when I start kind of checking out their lifestyle habits. I start shaping them and being like, you know, like I keep myself in shape and I keep myself performing at a high level. I'm expecting the same from you. I'm going to feel it's a betrayal from you if you start getting lazy and shitty. And if I see them start going in that way, I'm going to start to challenge them. That's how you start to challenge these fucking hoes, by the way. So it's not always this constant, like, I feel challenged by them and they're too emotional and they're breaking me down. So you don't feel like a fucking pussy like that. You're challenging them to be as feminine as they can and the best human that they can be. And that's how you hold these fucking bitches to standards. When you're trying to avoid shit like this fucking pussy, they're gonna fucking run circles around you and not respect you whatsoever. You need to be challenging them, and to be able to do that, and you're challenging them to be their most feminine and their best, not challenging them like in some stupid competitive way. That's what you need to be doing instead of this pussy.
So what you have to do is, over time, collect some data. And once you have a cluster of data points, you can begin to consider that reliable.
Bro, does anybody really fucking think like that? We're like, I need more data points. It's like, how fucking boring it would be to fucking think like that and experience life like that. I think that data points are important, sure, but ultimately we look at that shit so we can forget about it and just feel our way through life. We're literally fucking sentient fucking beings first. So it's like, okay, yeah, data points, cool, but eventually let that fucking shit go so you can really live the fullness of your fucking experience and quit being a fucking dork like this nerd.
Now, moving on, you have this zone here. This is below the crazy line, above an 8 hot, but still, you know, about a 7 crazy. This is your date zone. You can stay in the date zone indefinitely. These are women that you introduce to your friends and your family. They're good looking and they're reasonably not crazy most of the time.
Oh my God, dudes. You can probably hear it in my voice how fucking exhausted I get from listening to this fucking pussified talk from fucking faggots like what this guy is representing. So you should be wanting to push up into the danger zone, as I've been saying. Here he's like, they're reasonably not crazy most of the time, meaning that they're fucking lame fucking fish most of the fucking time. What is it? Fish out of water, or they're just boring essentially, and they have no fucking hunger for being a fucking feminine being. They're pushing out of their femininity. So he's like, they're reasonably not crazy. Most of the time, they're not in their feminine. Most of the time, they're just presenting themselves how they think a man wants them to present themselves because they don't want to fucking cause any trouble between the man. And they've learned that anytime they get into their feminine, the types of men they're around can't handle it and they push men away. So then it makes them think that being feminine is bad. And then when they meet a dude that can actually fucking handle their full femininity, they're like, I've never experienced a man like this in my life, and they fucking explode. That's why guys cheat on their fucking boring ass safe husbands with guys like fucking me. Now that I fucking fuck guys, girlfriends or wives anymore, but I did for a fucking little bit because I for some reason had a thing about it. Now I just feel like it's wrong. I don't want that kind of karma in my life, but that's why they do it, because it's exciting. And you know what they mean by it's exciting? It means that it's emotionally fucking riveting to them. And you're not like this guy who's like, they're reasonably fucking easy to handle and what a man wants all the time. They're out of their feminine most of the time and they keep their feminine in check most of the time. So this like date zone bullshit, I would say the date zone is fucking lower on the scale. I don't even know what the fuck that even means, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna date a bitch that isn't exciting to me and isn't fucking as feminine as she can be with me. You want to be pushing out of under the line, bro. You want to invert this fucking graph. You want the danger zone to be where you want to go, bro. It's like, that's what you want. And you want to push yourself and develop yourself to be a man that can fucking be in the danger zone and that you fucking eat in the danger zone and you fucking thrive in it.
Okay? So you can stay here indefinitely. Now, above an 8 hot and between about a 7 and a 5.
Okay, so as he's going down his little fucking scale here, the woman is becoming less feminine and more reserved and keeping herself in check, and she's in a shell, essentially. I think David Deida calls it a feminine energy with a masculine shell, some shit like that. But it's like, as she's going down away from the danger zone, she's becoming safer for men. As the example I just gave in the previous thing I just said, she's learned that the men that she meets, they're fucking pussies. It's crazy because he had his buddy in the beginning too. In the beginning of this video, I didn't start the video right where his buddy's at, but he starts the video and his buddy's with him. And these dudes, honestly, they look like cool dudes. Honestly, I have nothing against them. But when it comes to just discussing this particular topic, they're both fucking, I don't want to call them pussies as men, but their perspective is coming from a pussy place where it's like, I feel like this is most fucking men, dudes. This is fucking sad that most men are like this fucking, believe the pussy shit this guy is saying in the video, where it's like, we need these women to chill out and fucking not be women, essentially. And it's crazy how the lower he goes on the scale, the more respect I lose for his ability to fucking be with a real fucking woman. Like, I feel sorry for him, honestly. I feel bad for this guy as he continues to fucking speak. But this is most fucking guys. This is not what you want to be. You want to be the complete opposite of this fucking dude and be in the fucking danger zone. I cannot say it enough, dudes. Like, this is most of your fucking guy friends, probably. Honestly, this is most fucking guys. And chicks are going to cheat on fucking most guys because they want them to not be in their feminine. It goes against their natural biology. It fucking pigeonholes them into, you're basically trying to turn these chicks into dudes. It's fucking crazy. I said it in my last video too. Like, guys like this and his buddy, they want to fuck their friends if they had vaginas. They were like, I wish all my fucking male friends were just hot chicks with vaginas and I could take my male friend's brain and put it in a hot chick's fucking brain or body. It's just like, what the fuck are you trying to fucking do to fucking humanity and trying to not get us to be our fullest fucking expression of ourselves with emotional fucking richness from the woman and fucking logical depth from the man? It's like, this shit is fucking baffling my mind, bro.
Crazy? This is your wife zone. Okay? When you meet this girl, you should consider a long-term relationship.
This is the wife is gonna cheat on your fucking ass zone when she meets an actual guy that actually gets her super excited and she has fantasies about bad boys because you're a fucking safe little pussy bitch.
This zone is not scaled to size. This is a representation and not an actual. This is not a pie chart showing you how many of these people are out there.
I would replace the wife zone from the female perspective to the frustrated with fucking men zone and losing all hope in fucking men's ability to handle a real woman's zone. Also, he's probably going to say something stupid in the lower half, like the unicorn zone or some shit. I completely think that any women that are in these lower zones are fucking fucked up somehow and dysfunctional. You don't want them to be in these zones. And I genuinely think most women are not in this zone and they're fucking capping just because this is where you're going to end up in relationships where they're going to act a certain way to get stuff from you and get resources from you. Because I know if I act like this, I'll get this guy to commit long term to me. I can have kids with him. I can get resources from him. I can keep him around longer. This is a very strategic zone for women. And this isn't an authentic zone whatsoever. You're not getting the real deal. This is where you get chicks that are like, I used to be crazy and do all this crazy shit back in my day, but now I'm with you because now I act like a chilled out, not feminine, easy to manage woman because you're a pussy and this is what you want, and you've never really fucking dealt with real women because you're fucking too weak and you're always running away from the real shit zone.
It's simply a representation of what you're after. You want to be 5 to 7 crazy, above an 8 hot.
This is what you want to go after if you're fucking boring and a weak little bitch.
That's your wife's zone, okay? Now, below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist.
Yeah, exactly what I thought he would say. He would call her a fucking unicorn. This is the woman doesn't respect you at all. She's going to friend zone you because chicks are not fucking stupid. They're not going to be emotional with you if they're not interested in you in any. This guy probably says shit like she's shit testing you and she's testing you all the time. I would say in a sense she is testing you, but I wouldn't say she's shit testing you. I would say she's just trying to align with you, so she's exposing more of her feminine with you little by little, and the more of it she's showing you, the more emotional she's going to be. If she's in this little fucking zone right here where she's smoking hot and she's being real nice to you, she probably doesn't respect you on some level and see you as a real fucking man. He, of course, is calling it a unicorn because he wishes a girl would be that fucking hot and that easy to deal with. But in actuality, a girl that's that hot and being that easy to deal with is suppressing her femininity because she doesn't think you can fucking handle it, because she thinks you're a fucking pussy.
If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that.
This shit really is sad. Like, his fantasy, his buddies even laughing too. Their fantasy is finding a woman that's, again, super hot and acts like a guy and is never in her feminine. He's like, we have to capture it and study. I can tell you right now, if you met a chick like that, what it's like. She's keeping herself in check to get something from you. It's eventually going to come out that she's not really like that whatsoever. But she's also probably very fucking highly intelligent and socially calibrated to know that if she acts super calm but is super hot, she can get tons of guys to be into her and give her attention and give her things, but she doesn't actually respect any of those men. And in actuality, she's just waiting to meet an actual guy that can push her to her limits. She might even be confused and believe this is not healthy. If you find one of these women, she might even be confused and think that she can't be feminine, not even know what it really means to be in her full feminine. And when she meets somebody like me or like one of you guys, that if you develop yourself into one of the dangerous guys in the danger zone, then she's not going to even know how to express herself correctly, because she's going to be like thinking she's going to scare you away if she acts her full self. And the more that she realizes that you don't give a fuck and you can't be affected by her and you're more dangerous than she is, then she's going to, bro, oh my goodness, she's going to be fucking just, these chicks are so crazy. When I meet chicks like this, they just cannot get enough of me. I remember, dudes, I have some fucking stories to tell you guys, man. But anyway, that's what it is. If she's a unicorn, it's not real. I agree with them. It doesn't exist. It's fake. She's acting that way because she's fucking damaged, she's confused, or she's just trying to get some shit from you. Either way, at a fucking fundamental level, she will never be fully aligned with you because she will never fucking fully respect you, because she can never be in her full feminine around your pussy ass.
Okay? So I was explaining this to a guy one time, and he said, wait a minute. I met this girl, and she's like smoking hot. She's like at least a 9, and she's chill. She's totally cool. She's like not even a 3 crazy. I said, you're telling me you've met a girl, she's a 9 hot, and she's like a 2 or a 3 crazy? He said, yeah, man, I like her a lot. I said, you should be careful. That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny.
Okay, I get he's trying to be funny, even though he's just a cope. But he's basically confirming what I'm saying. For a girl to act that calm, she would have to basically be a dude. Which is basically, like I've been saying, what these fucking pussies want. Well, not these pussies, but this perspective, this pussy perspective that's being fucking communicated is that of a pussy that doesn't want to deal with real fucking women. He's literally confirming what the fuck I said. Deep down, he knows that what he's actually advocating for are dudes or females that are dudes.
So you got to be careful, because down here below a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot, you're probably talking to a dude. That is the universal hot crazy matrix.
That is the fucking pussy faggot matrix. You basically want to fucking, I think you're low-key gay. The lower you are in the fucking scale, the more you want a unicorn, the gayer that you are. We want to be dangerous fucking men. We want to be competitive, dangerous, full-bodied, strong men. And those men exist. We exist in the fucking danger zone. Anyway, guys, I'm not at the end of the video. I actually don't even want to watch the rest of the fucking video because, like I told you guys, this shit is fucking exhausting. Having to listen to all this pussified fucking lack of reaching maximum potential with women, not being able to handle full feminine energy. I wish life was just easy. Loser fucking bullshit. So thanks for watching the video, dudes. I'm still working on my big video that I need to edit the fuck out of. So this is just another one of those in-between videos I made. Let me know what you guys think. And if you disagree with me, please give me some pushback. If you agree with me, tell me why. Tell me your experiences. I'll see you guys in the next one.